Brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus, on January 25th, a message of eternal weight was entrusted to Mirjana by the Blessed Mother in Medjugorje, and what was revealed in it cannot be ignored, for it brings decisive guidance for Christians in the times to come. Before we penetrate the heart of this message, it is necessary to silence our souls, breathe deeply, and allow each word to be received with humility and inner openness. We reverently invoke the intercession of the Virgin Mary, asking not only for her celestial light but also for the sincere opening of our hearts to hear with discernment the voice of the Holy Spirit. Desiring the help of the Mother full of love, kindness, and mercy, we offer her our affection, our trust, and our consecration, recognizing her redeeming tenderness. O Mother of Goodness, we want to be yours. Envelop us with your constant protection. Grant us your sublime virtue so that we may not lose our way to heaven. Grant us your infinite love so that, just as you loved Jesus, we may love every person who crosses our path. Grant us the grace of compassion and total surrender to your mission of love. Remain with us in every moment. This is a step in our earthly journey, and if at any point we falter or stray, may your mercy gather us, restore us, and lead us back to the light. We fully trust in your intercession and your maternal care, for in you we find safe refuge and solace for our souls thirsting for God. May this intimate union with you grant us the grace to love as Christ loved, to be merciful and faithful. And if we ever lose your grace, may it be restored to us by your infinite goodness. Amen. In this sacred message, Our Lady offers guidance not only to Mirjana but to all humanity. And in this time of grace, we are called to pray with awakened hearts, raising our supplications to heaven while Mary walks beside us, guiding us in inner transformation. It becomes urgent to restore holiness in our homes, for while the struggle for survival intensifies and the forces of evil advance, it is within our homes that our spiritual refuge must be strengthened. Some trials will come, and only a firm faith will serve as a foundation in the face of what is approaching. It is a sacred duty to nourish this faith even when waiting. By mercy, it seems long, we must remain vigilant, for conflicts are expanding, engulfing nations and hearts, and now is the time to let faith shine as a beacon of hope amidst the shadows that cover the world. Saint Michael the Archangel and the celestial legions advance ahead, protecting and guiding afflicted souls, while the disordered use of technology casts confusion and anguish upon humanity. We live in times of tribulation awaited for many years, and revelations are beginning to manifest. May this message strengthen our faith, keep us firm, and lead us to divine light, even surrounded by darkness. May we find solace in the protection of heaven and the maternal love of Our Lady, advancing with courage in this time of purification and change. This is a moment of profound reflection in which the call to action is silenced so that the message may reach hearts. We are invited to make it alive in our prayers and intentions as a concrete testimony of faith and hope, while profound changes occur in creation. Many go unnoticed, but beloved children, do not yield to fear. As Mother and Queen of these times, I am vigilant over you, offering continuous protection. It is prudent that preserve what is essential, for the earth will experience upheavals and many will feel lost. This is a time to awaken, for humanity often lets life pass by without reflection. Be attentive to the adversary who seeks to destroy families and sow division. Take refuge in your homes, make them sanctuaries, and pray the Holy Rosary, even if you are alone. Let your hearts guide you to the true essence of prayer and to the living presence of God. And my beloved children, listen with open hearts and let these words find a dwelling place in your souls. With a mother's tenderness, I call you to understand the infinite love of God, a love that never fails, never tires, and never abandons. It is this love that envelopes you like a mantle of light, capable of warding off all evil when you choose to walk in trust and fidelity. Do not fear, my children, for when the love of God is embraced, no shadow remains for long. Understand that the Father's love is not manifested only in days of abundance, but also in the hours when the heart is tested. A time will come when many will feel the scarcity, not only of the bread that nourishes the body, but also of peace, hope, and brotherhood. These days will demand spiritual maturity, inner silence, and steadfastness in faith from you. Do not despair when it seems that there is a lack. Rather, remember that God is a faithful presence even when your eyes see no solutions. My dear children, faith will be your strength when the world offers you fear. Faith will teach you to share trust and stand firm when so many will succumb to discouragement. Keep simplicity, unity, and respect in your homes, for where there is sincere love, God dwells. Do not allow anxiety to steal the serenity that springs from trust in the Father. Seek God's protection in your lives with concrete actions. Cultivate good. Distance yourselves from what wounds the soul. Choose truth even when it demands renunciation. Divine protection manifests itself in a clear conscience, a humble heart, and the perseverance of those who do not surrender to evil. Walk with vigilance, but without losing gentleness. Be firm, but full of mercy. I accompany you as a mother who watches over, consoles, and points out the safe path. Remain united to God, my children, and even in difficult times, you will experience a peace that the world cannot offer. Trust. The Father's love sustains, protects, and guides those who place their hope in Him. My beloved children, draw near with silent hearts and awakened souls. For I speak to you as a mother who knows your sorrows, your hidden struggles, and the fears you often dare not confess. Understand, my children, that God's love is neither distant nor cold. It is alive, constant, and present in every step of your journey. When you feel weak, it is this love that sustains you without you realizing it. When you think you are alone, it is this love that surrounds you and protects you. Understand, my children, that God's love is your greatest protection. It is not a love that promises the absence of difficulties, but a love that strengthens you to overcome them. Many seek security in worldly things, in what is fleeting and unstable, and therefore live restless lives. I tell you, whoever builds their life on the love of God will not be shaken, even when the winds are strong and the days seem dark. A time of scarcity will come, my dear children, and many will not be prepared because they trusted only in what they could see and touch. There will be a scarcity of resources, but also a scarcity of faith, compassion, and love among men. That is why I call you now to strengthen your spirit, nourish your soul, and fix your heart on God. Whoever prepares themselves inwardly will not be lost when the outward fails. Do not let fear govern your decisions. Fear paralyzes, divides, and hardens the heart. Faith, however, illuminates, unites, and gives discernment. In difficult times, remember that God never abandons those who trust in Him. Even when everything seems limited, He will bring forth what is necessary for those who remain faithful and vigilant. My children, guard your homes. Protect them with loving actions, with words that build up, and with choices that ward off evil. Where there is forgiveness, evil does not take root. Where there is humility, discord does not prosper. Where there is living faith, darkness finds no space. Do not allow the violence of the world to enter your hearts and transform your way of loving. Seek God's protection not only with words, but with a life that honors Him. Turn away from what distances you from peace, reject what contaminates the soul, and be firm in the face of temptations that promise ease but lead to inner loss. God protects those who choose good, even when it requires sacrifice and perseverance. Be attentive, my children, to the signs of the times, but do not let yourselves be dominated by anxiety. Anxiety weakens faith, while trust strengthens it. Live each day responsibly, without forgetting that your true security comes from above. The heart that trusts in God finds rest even amidst the instability of the world. I ask you, as a mother, to care for one another. In times of scarcity, selfishness will become strong, but you are called to be different. Sharing, solidarity, and mercy will be light in the midst of darkness. Help those who suffer, comfort those who weep, and do not close your eyes to the pain of your brother. Thus, the love of God will manifest itself through you. Remain steadfast, my children. Do not turn away from God when trials come, for it is precisely in these moments that He acts most profoundly. Trust even without understanding everything. Wait even when time seems long. God's faithfulness never fails, and those who persevere will see the victory of faith over fear. I walk with you, I care for you, and I always lead you to the heart of God. Receive these words, keep them in your souls, and live according to the love that is offered to you. Thus, no evil will prevail over you, and even in days of scarcity, your hearts will be filled with the hope that comes from the Father. My beloved children, in light of all that you see and hear, I ask you with a mother's heart, do not allow the wickedness of the world to find space within your homes. Evil enters silently, disguised in harsh words, in divisions, in habits that distance the heart from God. Therefore, be vigilant. Guard your home not only with closed doors, but with awakened consciences and firm attitudes in goodness. Do not let the violence of the world shape your thoughts, nor let hatred become normal in your conversations. The home should be a place of refuge, peace, and reconciliation. Where there is true love, evil loses its power. Where there is respect, darkness does not remain. Where there is forgiveness, God is present. Take care of the atmosphere of your homes, for what you allow into your home will, sooner or later, touch your hearts. Seek, my children, evermore the divine grace of God. Do not be content with a superficial or distracted faith. Grace is attained when the heart sincerely turns to good, when the soul recognizes its fragility and chooses to trust in the Father. Turn away from what hardens you, from what distances you from the truth, and from what steals inner peace. The grace of God strengthens, illuminates, and protects those who seek it with humility. Have faith, my children, even when the world seems increasingly lost. Many walk without direction, far from God, guided only by pride, haste, and selfishness. This spiritual loss generates confusion, fear, and suffering. Do not follow this path. You are called to be light, even in the midst of darkness, and a silent witness that there is still hope. Do not be afraid of the chaos that grows around you. The noise of the world tries to silence the voice of God, but the heart that remains faithful knows how to recognize it in silence. Strengthen yourselves inwardly, for only those with deep roots remain standing when everything around them shakes. Faith will be your anchor, and trust in God will be your security. My children, be firm without losing your gentleness. Be prudent without losing your love. Do not respond to evil with evil, nor to violence with violence. The world needs hearts that choose good even when it requires renunciation. Every gesture of kindness, every just choice, every word that edifies is a seed of light planted in difficult times. I accompany you and always lead you closer to God. Do not stray from the path of faith, even when many mock or disbelieve. Faithfulness will be rewarded, and those who persevere will find peace even amidst the world's turmoil. Remain steadfast, my children. Guard your homes, protect your families, and nourish your faith every day. Thus, even in an increasingly lost world, your hearts will remain steadfast, my beloved children. I speak to you as a mother who watches day and night over each of you, who knows the silent battles fought within your homes and the conflicts that the world tries to sow in your hearts. In the times in which you live, I insistently ask you, do not let the wickedness of the world enter your home. Do not allow it to become customary, nor to be treated as something normal. Evil begins small, almost imperceptible, and when it is not watched over, it takes deep root. The world offers you haste, division, coldness, and indifference. Many no longer know how to listen, no longer know how to forgive, no longer know how to love sincerely. If you are not careful, these same habits can infiltrate your home and wound what God wishes to protect. Guard your words, my children, for words wound or heal. Guard your actions, for they teach more than any discourse. Guard your thoughts, for in them begins the path you choose to follow. Your home should be a place where peace is cultivated, even amidst difficulties. Do not wait for everything to be perfect to experience love. Love is built precisely on imperfections, on daily patience, on the effort to understand the other. When you choose dialogue instead of conflict, humility instead of pride, unity instead of division, you are closing the doors to evil. Seek, my children, evermore the divine grace of God. Do not settle for a weary or forgotten faith. Grace strengthens the soul, illuminates discernment, and sustains the heart when human strength fails. It does not act where there is pride, but flourishes where there is humility. The more sincerely you seek God, the clearer your life becomes, even in confusing times. Understand that divine grace does not automatically remove problems, but transforms the way you face them. With it, suffering does not destroy you. It matures you. Trials do not distance you from God. They draw you closer. True faith is not born of ease, but of maintained trust even when everything seems uncertain. Have faith, my children, for the world is increasingly lost because it has distanced itself from God. Many walk aimlessly, guided only by their own desires and pride. This distance generates emptiness, restlessness, and violence. Do not follow this path. You are called to live differently, to be a sign of hope where discouragement reigns, to be light where darkness seems to dominate. Do not let yourselves be contaminated by the despair that circulates everywhere. Fear weakens the soul and closes the heart to the action of God. Faith, however, opens paths where human eyes see no way out. When everything seems confusing, choose to trust. When the world shouts hatred, choose to respond with gentleness. When many give up, remain steadfast. Take care of your children, your families, and those whom God has placed under your responsibility. Teach more by example than by words. A life lived in truth speaks louder than many speeches. Be consistent, for the world observes and learns also from your actions. My children, do not isolate yourselves, but neither do you mix yourselves in such a way that you lose your identity. Live in the world without belonging to the spirit of the world. Walk with prudence, discernment, and courage. Fidelity to God will require renunciations, but it will give you a peace that nothing and no one can take away. I walk with you, I intercede for you, and I always lead you closer to the heart of God. Even when you feel weak, do not turn away. Even when you fall, rise again. Perseverance in faith will keep you standing when many are lost along the way. Keep these words in your hearts. Protect your homes. Seek divine grace every day, and remain steadfast in faith. Thus, even in an increasingly lost world, your lives will be a silent witness that God continues to act, sustaining and saving those who trust in Him. My beloved children, listen attentively and let these words descend to the deepest part of your hearts. Understand that you are not alone on your journey. The Father, in His infinite mercy, sends His angels to guard you, save you, and protect you from all evil. They walk with you, watch over your nights, and sustain you in moments when your strength seems to fail. Nothing happens without God seeing, and nothing touches you without His permission for a greater good. Understand, my children, that divine protection is not the absence of struggles, but the constant presence of heaven in your lives. The angels of the Lord ward off unseen dangers, deliver you from silent traps, and guard your families when you trust and surrender your lives to God. When you choose good, when you seek truth, and when you remain in faith, an invisible barrier rises around your home. Do not allow fear to rule your hearts. Fear weakens trust and opens space for unrest. Faith, however, closes the doors to evil. Where there is living faith, no darkness finds a dwelling place. Where there is trust in God, peace is established even amidst storms. Believe, my children, that no evil will enter your family when your hearts are firm in the love of the Father. Care for your homes with spiritual zeal. The home is a sacred place, where life is formed, where love should be cultivated, and where God desires to dwell. Do not let discord, the violence of words, or the coldness of the world contaminate this space. Every gesture of love strengthens divine protection. Every righteous choice reinforces heaven's care for you. Have faith, my children, even when you don't understand everything that happens. Faith doesn't require you to see to believe, but to trust even without seeing. Many battles are won in silence. Many falls are avoided by God's invisible hand, and many deliverances will only be understood later. Remain steadfast, for heaven works in your favor when your heart remains faithful. I accompany you as a mother who cares, who consoles, and who always points to God. Trust, my children, Live in faith, walk in hope, and keep love in your homes. Thus, protected by divine care and supported by the angels of the Lord, your family will remain standing, and no force of evil will prevail over you. My beloved children, approach with confidence and let these words touch your soul. As a mother, I tell you, understand that heaven does not abandon you. God, in His infinite goodness, sends His angels to walk with you, my children. The angels of the Lord are signs of the Father's care. They do not act in noise, but in silence. They do not impose themselves, but protect. They do not seek to be seen, but remain faithful to the mission of guarding those who trust in God. How many times have you been delivered without knowing it? How many doors have closed to prevent a greater evil? How many paths have been diverted to preserve your life and your peace? None of this is by chance. Understand that this protection is strengthened when the heart chooses faith. When you trust in God, when you seek to live in goodness and distance yourselves from what wounds the soul, your home becomes a protected place. Evil finds no space where there is inner vigilance, where there is respect, where there is a sincere effort to love. The family that seeks the light does not walk alone. Do not allow constant doubt to steal the serenity of your days. Doubt opens breaches for fear, and fear weakens confidence. Faith, however, strengthens, calms, and sustains. Even when you do not understand God's ways, remain confident. The Father sees what you do not see, and the angels act where your hands cannot reach. Guard your homes with simple and true actions. Protection begins in the forgiving heart, in the word that edifies, in the silence that avoids unnecessary conflicts. Do not let the wickedness of the world become commonplace within your home. What is repeated becomes accepted, and what is accepted comes to dominate. Be vigilant, my children, without losing your meekness. Believe that nothing will enter your family when your hearts are steadfast in God. Neither envy, nor hatred, nor discord will have power where there is living faith. Difficulties may come, but they will not destroy you. Trials may knock at the door, but they will not overcome those who trust in the care of heaven. My children, learn to rest in trust. Do not carry alone burdens you were not made to carry. Surrender your anxieties, your worries, and your fears to God. The heart that trusts becomes light, even in difficult times. Faith does not eliminate effort, but it prevents despair from taking hold of the soul. I walk with you as an attentive and caring mother. I know every hidden tear, every silent struggle, every request that springs from the depths of your heart. Do not turn away when you feel weak. It is precisely in these moments that heaven draws even closer. Persevere even when it seems difficult. Trust even when everything seems uncertain. Have faith, my children. Live in trust. Guard your homes with love, and remain steadfast in goodness. Thus, protected by the angels of the Lord and sustained by the grace of God, your family will remain safe. Your home will be a place of peace, and no evil force will have power over those who choose to trust in the Father. My beloved children, I speak to you with the heart of a mother who sees beyond what human eyes can reach. I ask you insistently and tenderly, turn to the Holy Rosary as a source of protection, strength, and return to God. Do not see it as a mere habit, but as a path that leads your soul to the light when the world insists on dragging you into darkness. How many of you, my children, have lived days marked by sin, inner confusion, and choices that wound your own hearts? Many walk without realizing that, little by little, they are distancing themselves from grace, allowing destruction to enter disguised as pleasure, ease, or false freedom. The wickedness of the world tries to enter your lives subtly, promising relief but leaving emptiness and pain. Do not allow it, my children. Do not permit that which destroys the soul to become commonplace in your lives. Sin weakens, confuses, and steals peace. It distances the heart from God and opens breaches for fear, sadness, and loss of hope. But it is never too late to return. There is always a way back when there is sincere repentance and a desire for change. The Holy Rosary is a spiritual shield in times of struggle. It calms the restless mind, strengthens the weary heart, and closes the doors through which evil tries to enter. When you turn to God with sincerity, your life begins to be reorganized, and what once seemed out of control finds direction. The Rosary teaches you to persevere, to trust, and to resist the temptations that lead you away from good. My children, the world is wounded because it has turned away from God. Violence, indifference, and coldness of heart have grown because many have ceased to watch over their own souls. Do not follow this path. You are called to be different, to choose the light even when darkness seems easier. Do not allow evil to shape your attitudes, nor sin to dictate your choices. Be vigilant, for what you allow into your hearts will soon be reflected in your actions. Guard your minds, guard your senses, and guard your homes. Where there is sincere effort to live in grace, evil loses power. Where there is persevering faith, destruction does not take root. I am with you, my children, even when you fall. Do not turn away out of shame or fear. Rise up, resume your journey, and seek again the protection that comes from God. The Father's mercy is greater than any mistake, and His grace is sufficient to transform wounded lives into testimonies of hope. Remain steadfast. Do not let the evil of the world enter your lives, nor let sin separate you from the love of God. Choose faith, choose vigilance, and choose perseverance. Thus, spiritually strengthened and protected by divine grace, you will walk with confidence even in difficult times, and your hearts will remain in the peace that comes from heaven.